Blast, but I actually don't know if he's going to bring it in. He didn't seem to actually get Metalcraft that easily, and it's not clear that he can actually play a very good controlling game. Whereas Montoya is going to love bringing in more removal.
Right.
You know, like, I mean, if he's got access to, you know, more good, like, it'd be nice to see, like, if he's got Arc Trail or something.
Yeah, we don't have the list, but
Both
they do.
They are studying.
There they are.
We'll talk about just a second.
Sure. So, for those of you just joining us, I'm Joey Pasco, joined in the booth by Patrick Chapin, the innovator. We're here watching the semifinals of the Star City Games Open Series here in Denver, Colorado. We're in Mile High Stadium, the Broncos Stadium. We're going into Game 2 of the semifinals here between Preston Phillips and Brandon Montoya. Preston is on a Koldatha Red list, which we haven't actually seen really do well since the week before Pro Tour Paris, which is the week before Callblade showed up for the first time in Force. So kind of interesting to see this kind of old deck that really only made its impact known like that one tournament. Brandon is on Black-Red Vampires. Now, Black-Red Vampires took down the tournament last weekend, the Standard Open, in the hands of Matt Landstrom. So Brandon is going with the same strategy, and it's clearly really good. Now, cards like Dismember have really been showing up all day, and we're seeing them. The card kind of shows up in. It can show up in any list, and it's just so versatile against so many different strategies. Vampires gets to pick it up and even pay for it without paying the life, but I don't think we've even actually seen that happen. We did see Brandon dispatch a Blue-Red Splinter Twin deck in the quarterfinals, and it was really on the back of Dismember. As far as this game goes, or this match goes, Brandon just took down Game 1. Preston had what looked like an early lead, but ran out of gas a little too quickly, and Brandon was able to take advantage of that with several of his vampires and Colostria Highborn.
Well, I mean, having access to a little bit of cheap removal combined with things like the Gatekeeper, I mean, once you are in the position of being able to deploy a bunch of one-mana creatures that are, you know, like Vampire Lacerator and whatnot, it ends up making Phillips use all of his cards bashing into each other, and in this sort of attrition-y battle, the Vampires are just a little bit bigger. Yeah. Although it's interesting to think of how that game could have gone if Phillips had done two things different. One, not wasted his artifact, you know, just wait a turn. You know, like, it didn't get him anywhere. He doesn't give him any additional plays, and he ended up getting burned because he drew the Koldatha Rebirth that he was not able to use.
Right.
And then second, if he would have blocked in such a way so as to not lose the war zones, you know, imagine if you had 3 more guys, took 2 less damage, and got to keep the war zones with that huge army. It's interesting to think. I think there's a very good chance that he might be able to pull it out, but that's why you actually play the games.
Right. He would have been back into the game.
Yeah, at least in it. I mean, he's at such a low life total anyway, and facing down a lot of tough threats. It's very possible that the Cluster Highborn would probably, you know, would have just finished him off anyway.
Yeah.
But at least he'd have a good shot.
Looks like Brandon's going to 6, I think.
Yep. And this is kind of a tough match to mulligan because it's very attrition-y. They just run all their cards into each other. And so if you're starting with, you know, fewer cards, it's that much more likely that you're just going to be the guy who ends up with nothing when the other guy has one thing left.
Right, he's on the draw, so it's a little bit better just because he gets that extra card.
Yep. And I'm actually not actually so sure that you want to be on the play in this game.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I know that, like, in the mono red matchups, I always like being on the draw on those, you know. And I mean, I'm not sure if there's some other element that makes you want to be on the play, but if both people think control is where you want to be, now it may just be that the Koldatha Red player thinks that he needs to be really fast so that he can't win going long, so he wants to go first. That may be the case, but I know that I would certainly look to draw. I mean, I look to draw whenever I can.
Yeah.
All right.
These guys taking a lesson from the last match with the 7-minute shuffle. Actually, Brandon's part of that match.
You got to be careful.
Was he? I thought he was mulliganing, but now he's shuffling Preston's deck. So maybe they were just he was just not done shuffling.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't take 7 minutes to shuffle if you don't take 7 minutes.
And that's 7. Okay, so
Yeah,
no mulligan. Sorry,
mulligan.
I looked at that and I thought.
No, it's a pump fake. It's alright, man. I'm with you.
I guess I should have noticed that Preston didn't actually have a hand sitting on the table either.
So Phillips, it looks like a little heavy. He's got 3 mana. He's got a Goblin Guide. He's got Teetering Peaks isn't bad either. He's got Montoya. Can't really see his grip too well, but it looks like he's got at least 3 red cards. Not a lot of mana though. Not a lot of mana. I think we may see Montoya go 6. We do. Yeah, he decided the 1 land hand wasn't good enough. It's interesting, Manic Vandal. Between Manic Vandal and Gatekeeper and Arc Trail, it's a lot of card advantage.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun how much card advantage he's able to squeeze into a deck full of Jackal Pups. Now, Phillips' hand, not breathtaking, but certainly good enough. Almost surely good enough, right? Like, it's a little heavy on mana. Is it 3 or 4 land? But he has Goblin Guide, and he's got a mix. Like, he's got a few spells.
Yeah. So,
But no, I mean, Montoya doesn't want to keep a 1 land hand there, especially since he's got a slow one card hand. I mean, 1 land hand.
Yeah, and as we were saying, like, I mean, he is probably on the draw, so I thought he mulliganed, and he just mulliganed later than I expected him to.
So is this just another 1 card hand again? I mean, he's got a lot cheaper spells. He's got like Lacerator and Bolt and whatnot, and
Right.
Arc Trail, so he's got lots of sweet action. But I only saw the 1 Black Sleeve Cliffs.
Yep, I think that.
Because he's got Highborn, Lightning Bolt, Arc Trail, Manic Vandal. I don't think he's got another land yet. He's really hoping that Goblin Guide finds him some treasure.
Yeah, so.
Oh, wow. Straight up just calls. No fear at all.
Oh, there's a bolt for the.
Why would you... Dude, I don't know. Maybe, is that his only land? I thought he had 3. Maybe that was his only land.
Well, what just happened was Goblin Guide, Teetering Peaks came down, boosting Goblin Guide. Goblin Guide swings in, gets hit with a Lightning Bolt.
Now Phillips actually has the Galvanic Blast for the Lacerator. Montoya, though, still stuck at 1 land. And Phillips draws Called Out the Rebirth, which will surely upgrade some guys right here.
Yeah, he's got a Memnite on board.
Being a little shy, Montoya needs to draw a land real soon.
Is that a Perilous Mirror?
It is a Perilous Mirror. Kind of a risky play, considering if he draws a land, he can just Arc Trail both guys, and then he has no artifact to sack for his Called Out the Rebirth.
Yeah.
It's so wild and loose.
These guys are very aggressive with their aggressive decks.
Fast and loose.
Yeah.
Is there any other way? So 3 Called Out the Rebirth tokens ensure that Montoya is almost certainly without an opportunity to come back. Drops a Visara Seer. I mean, I guess try to slow the bleeding. Is that a Bushwhacker?
No,
Wow.
I think it is.
This is a really bad time to get bushwhacked.
Wow, yeah.
This is a really bad time. Block the Memnite. That's all there is to it. Yeah. So 4 goblins get in there for 8 life, and Montoya is on a 2-turn clock. Still with 1 land in play. I mean, Phillips only has 2 land, but the difference between 1 and 2 is like night and day in these decks. So your Arc Trails, 2 blockers out of the way. So at least he's bought himself a little bit of time. But the thing is, Phillips still has more gas. Is that another Bushwhacker? Oh my god. This is another Bushwhacker.
Whoa.
Gets in there for 6 with Galvanic Blast in his hand, and that locks it up. We're going to go into game 3.
Right after this game, we'll be giving away 6 months of free Star City Games Premium. I have a question this time. I'll have to come up with a 3rd one, but I got the 2nd one now. So. We'll be tweeting that question and announcing it, and you guys just tweet your answer to us at SCG Live with the hashtag SCG Premium, and you could win 6 months of free premium.
Shows him the Galvanic Blast, and that's a game.
Alright, so I'm going to type the question here as I say it. We'll get ready here for you guys to have a chance to win 6 months of Star City Premium. Alright. What exciting, nice little adjectives. I'll just use exciting, that one's fine. 140 characters. So what exciting new Phyrexia card was Ryan Boss running in his Boss Nihilist? And it was the engine, one of the primary engines of the deck.
Hasn't even finished typing it.
Yeah.
Going with the very difficult questions, I see.
Well, got to make it relevant for people to watch all day. So if they weren't watching earlier, they.
Well, I'm sure from the contextual clues they couldn't figure out what the engine, the exciting new Phyrexia engine from.
Worm coil engine.
Yeah, the new Phyrexia. Absolutely. Contagion. Dude, I'm telling you, it's times like this, I wonder about, what if we were newscasters, Like America. War number, what is this, 4 that we have going on? We just attacked Yemen. You know that? Yeah. What are we doing? Guess that has nothing to do with magic, though. Alright, looks like Montoya is sideboarding differently for game 3. Now, is this because he's gonna be on the play this time?
I mean, I guess that seems like a reasonable assumption. I wish we had his lists. They took them again.
What do you want to know about his list?
I just like to glance at them just so I can have them. That's
All right,
not
picture
they took the list.
that
Okay.
padding, padding.
I like to be able to kind of consult them.
Absolutely, they're like necrosages.
Yes.
The lists.
I didn't really consult the Necrosages very often, though.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, man. That's the thing I love about mind calling. It's like consulting the necrosages, both of them, at the same time.
Yeah. What about Mile the Anima?
What about Wild Young?
That's some really sick art.
Just throwing that out there?
Yeah.
You're just thinking of that?
That was.
That's cool. I have shoes on.
Me too.
Yeah, and I like fried chicken, man.
I've heard.
Me too.
I like lamb.
Lamb?
I like lamb.
See, I don't know. I mean, lamb is cool and all, but lamb would be not like you wouldn't want lamb every day like you do chicken.
Yeah.
You only like lamb because it's exotic to you. You're not only like it; you'd like it anyway. But it's like, for instance, lobster. I have lobster at this high tier because I only have lobster once in a while.
Yeah.
Sure, lamb's the same way, where it's a good food, but chicken
Yeah.
puts out does good work every day.
It's like
All right.
Ball Blade.
We're on minute 5 of the 7-minute shuffle.
So is chicken like Callblade?
No, chicken is an animal.
I
Callblade
mean,
is a
it does
magic.
work every day. It's consistent, but people kind of get tired of it because they.
Nobody gets sick of
lobster.
chicken. You're crazy.
You're right. Nobody gets sick of chicken. Never mind.
I mean, I guess who gets sick of Callblade? Well, probably the type of people who get sick of, like people who aren't getting sick of Callblade are probably the type of people who get sick of chicken. All right, enough of this nonsense. We are moving on to the minute 7. So Phillips has a strange hand. Is that 4 land, 2 bushwhackers, and a summons?
That's what it looks like.
No, 3 land. It looks like maybe a lightning bolt. Because if it's 3 land, a bushwhacker, a lightning bolt, that's a pretty good mix. We can actually set up the summons combo. It looks like he's in a good spot.
Huh.
Another land. Not bad with his draw. So he just doesn't lead with the bushwhacker? Because he's just committing himself to going turn 2 bushwhacker to get in for that 1 extra point of damage.
Yeah. So Brian leads with the Marsh Flats, and Preston goes with the Mountain. Brian
Dude,
cracks
that's
the Marsh Flats
1/20th
for
of his
one.
life right there.
Yeah. He's just doing Preston's work for him.
I guess it's just too risky. Like, you don't want to play the bushwhacker on 1, and he plays a lacerator, and you're like, what did I do?
Yeah. Like, that was pointless. So, Brian taps 2, adds a Bloodghast to the board.
And another land for Phillips. It's going to be interesting to see if these lands all pay off, because, I mean, that's a lot of mana.
Yeah.
So here's the first Bushwhacker that's coming to the table.
At least that's what it looks like. Yep. Kicked Bushwhacker in for 2.
Now, Phillips is definitely flooded at this point, but at least if you're going to be flooded, having the Summons Bushwhacker combo is a good way to be.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's just a little bit shy of additional pressure. He needs to knock Montoya down to, you know, low double digits, and a single Bushwhacker is not going to do that.
Especially when
with the
Gatekeeper blanks it or kills it.
Yeah. Now, Hero of Oxid Ridge is an exciting one. You know, this might mean that you're going to sculpt the sequence of turn 4 Hero, turn 5 go for the kill.
Yeah.
That's what I think he's going to be looking at in this game. The tough thing is that his other 2 land are both contested war zones.
Oh, is that the
He's
summons?
just pushing all in on summons right now.
Yeah, he just... And there
Decides
he
to
just,
not mess around.
Yeah, he's going right there.
Absolutely stone cold no fear. He has no more counterplay the rest of the game. He's just all in on 2 Hill Giants and a Goblin. I mean, granted, I guess he gets 10 damage in right now. But not even. The Gatekeeper's... I mean, the Gatekeeper... Well... Oh my goodness, that Lightning Bolt is going to be brutal. And go for the throat. This game is over. He just threw away all... Well... I mean, I guess it was a calculated risk, but I think he's done for. I think that Montoya, all Montoya has to do is not drop to low enough that he dies to 2 burn spells. And he does. He blocks the Bushwhacker. And now he's going to kill both both summons elementals. This is brutal.
He's
That was
about to
just
clear his
such
board.
a
Yeah,
risky
he's-
play. I mean, I guess you got to take chances, like when you play Cold Out the Red.
Yeah, but I feel like that was... He could have...
Does he have a skin render also? I think that are we going to see a skin render right here?
Seems
He's got to be careful.
I mean, he can hold that bolt for Preston's head.
Well, no, he doesn't. He's not concerned about that. He definitely has such an advantage now on the table that all he has to do is deal with those 2, and not lose. Like, he wants to try to conserve more life. That's why I think he might actually want to just stay away from the skin render if he has it. He does. All right. So he kills 1. If Preston draws a mountain right here, he's going to be able to bolt the skin render. He does not. This is a what? He runs into it.
He just runs into it. And
Now Montoya has 2 more removal spells in hand. A Bloodghast clocking Preston, plenty of mana, and Preston's stuck with all war zones in hand.
yeah, the war zones are so bad right now.
This is, I mean,
And there's the Teetering Peaks.
I mean, I guess that's what he's got to. He's going to have to draw some land, like land. I mean, this is. I mean, I guess you draw a Panic Spellbomb and a Called Out the Rebirth soon. I mean, this is a real tough spot. He took a risk.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, turn 4 Hero, turn 5 Summons seemed like so much of a...
Well, there's the Phoenix. Not the Phoenix, the Rebirth. Decides to play the War Zone. He's already on the Lightning Bolt to kill Bloodghast plan. Which seems crazy, considering that Lightning Bolt is like the only counterplay he has. God, if he still had that Lightning Bolt right now.
Memnite, Rebirth.
Well, at least he's got access to multiple war zones here. So I guess he's hoping to draw Hero of Oxid Ridge. Doesn't really matter though. He doesn't.
He's got the Hero. He needs the land.
Yeah, I mean mountain, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter though. Montoya has a fistful of removal.
Yeah.
It's because so many go for the throats. He's just killing some guys now just for value.
Oh.
Look at this. Absolutely just killing everything. And his plan is probably to bolt, just to steal the contested war zones, lock him out of any counterplay with mana at all. He does.
There it is.
3 removal spells.
I'll
Comes in with
take
the
your
Bloodghast.
lands. Yikes. Not looking good.
So he needs, I guess, to draw.
Why play that war zone?
He's hypnotized. He's just.
I'm just
I think
like,
he's given up mentally.
I mean, why even play that Warzone?
Because he was thinking he's going to Galvanic Blast the Bloodghast, but it doesn't get him anywhere. He doesn't have anything in his hand he could cast. No, I think he's tilted from the summons play backfiring. I mean, this Warzone has been contested, and the winner has been determined to be Montoya. And now he's facing so much. I mean, it's over anyway. Man, if he draws a lightning bolt right here, where if he could have just, oh my goodness, well, and that's the match.
Do
we have any information on the other match?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Are we skipping over to it, or just segueing, or waiting?
I will try to find out while you guys
Alright.
congratulate our winner.
Alright, so congratulations to at BUHME Boomy, I guess.
David Duckles.
You win 6 months. Attack of free SCG Premium. Cool. So here we are back in the booth, about to head. Well, at least we're going to check in on the other semifinals match between what is it? It's Callblade and
Luminarch Ascension Callblade.
Yeah.
It's what?
They're in game 3.
They're into game 3.
Okay.
You have Mono Red Burn versus Callblade.
With Luminarch Ascension.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. It's game 3.
Yeah. Good call.
No more Luminarch Ascension. Oh, is this?
That's Brandon's deck.
Okay, so yeah, well, I guess we could use that for the finals.
Here's the chosen one. Black Red Vampires. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, you said earlier in the day.
Told you.
About
Had a
vampires.
feeling.
We
Black Red
hadn't even
Vampires was the
seen
deck for this
vampires.
tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming that you don't want to play Callblade.
Yeah, the non-Callblade deck.
Yeah,
was
like
playing, so.
since we are good people, we are rooting for somebody besides Callblade.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Mostly, I mean, the part about rooting against Callblade anyway is accurate.
Definitely accurate. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if Callblade makes the finals, I may start pulling for Callblade just for fun.
For fun?
Yeah, for fun.
I mean,
I like Jace.
You're gonna go there?
You don't like Jace.
I mean,
clearly, if you're rooting for the vampires over the Jace deck, I mean, you just don't like Jace.
no, I mean,
I don't know.
this is definitely. I mean, this is. You know what? I hope Cowboy does win, because I want it to be absolutely crystal clear that something needs to change next week. I would hate for there to be any cold feet, and people think, oh wow, Vampires won 2 weeks in a row!
No need to ban
Call off the
anything.
dogs!
That's right.
Yeah, I hope Callblade humiliates him with Batterskull, like really freaking fast. Just play Stoneforge Mystic put Batterskull into play, into Jace, draw some cards. Thanks, good game. Try again with more Mythic Rares. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. God, I hope it's brutal. I hope he's not Mana Screwed either. I hope he has the perfect hand, and it doesn't matter. There's nothing he can do. He just gets Batterskulled into next Tuesday, so that we don't have to